It's going to be hot, though. It's going to be really, really hot. That was Denver's own, Colorado's own, Die Like Boffins with their song Happy Face. I have my happy face on. What about you, Dave?
I always have my happy face on.
Always have it? Well, you're a realtor. You always have to have a happy face on.
You know, the happy song.
I definitely know that. But, it's a great weekend.
And it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th. Man, I should have played a little the Friday the 13th theme music out there. I know we have it somewhere in
Throw
our
some
library.
Cooper in there, the whole bit.
We are here for, to talk to Dave. Because Dave is absolutely awesome. He's very big into Chambers of Commerce and City of Centennial and Highlands Ranch as well. And just a really great community member who wanted to come in, wants to give out some Metallica tickets. 2 Metallica tickets to June 27th. The night of June 27th at Mile High Stadium. And yeah, it's always going to be Mile High Stadium, just like it's always going to be 16th Street Mall.
I'll give you $100,000 if you drop the mall.
Drop the mall, exactly. They should have called me. I would have dropped the mall for $5,000.
I know, we talked about it.
Exactly.
You give me a long weekend paid for, I'm good to go. Yeah.
Yep. So for those of you just tuning in, so here's the deal. Talk to Dave about this. We're on the radio. Well, we're on the radio now, but we were on the radio a little bit earlier saying you need to message K4CO Radio. Now, there's many different ways you can do this. We made it very easy for you. You can message the K4CO Radio app that you're listening on. Mm-hmm. You can click contact us on our website, k4coradio.com. You can, right now, we're live on a lot of our social media platforms. You can comment. And what you're going to do, Dave.
Well, so we decided that we've got 2 tickets to Metallica on June 27th, and we're going to give them away to whoever can give us the best reason, the best story, the most creative possible
why they should go.
Why they deserve the tickets.
And you made it a point to be very creative about it.
Very.
Be creative. Yeah. This isn't just like, I want to go.
Because I've never been before.
Because I've never been. Have you been? Have you seen Metallica?
I've seen Metallica a couple times.
Couple times.
Nice. I can tell you that when I saw him on the Injustice for All tour.
Ooh, nice tour.
Yeah, that was good.
Heck
and
yeah.
That was, I think, in 90 when I saw them.
Okay.
For that one. And then on, I forgot which tour it was, but it was in 95 at Mile High, because that's what it is.
Right.
Mile High. And the opening bands, Power Man 5000. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah. Power Man 5000. Definitely. That was the son of Rob Zombie, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Kid Rock.
Nice.
He was also one of the openers. Mm-hmm. Korn, brand new group. They were out. Korn with a K. Nice. And they had the entire crowd. It was amazing because where we were sitting was up a little bit, and they were playing. I don't even remember what song, but the entire crowd looked like just one big wave. It was awesome. Nice. And then of course Metallica came out and just killed it, and it was just a great experience. Mm-hmm. But and I've been to a lot of concerts, but that was definitely one of my favorites. And I prefer outdoor concerts versus indoor.
You prefer outdoor versus... I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
Fiddler's
a different vibe.
Green is right up the street, too, and I love Fiddler's and Red Rocks, of course. You got to love that.
Fiddler's is so good. Red Rocks. I was there... just saw... Big Head Todd.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went to one of the Big Head Todd shows. And, they always perform great and everything. But I'll never forget, I went to a concert at Red Rocks last year. Mm-hmm. One of the opening bands was the Violent Femmes.
Good band, all right.
Now, I turned to my buddy who got me a ticket, and I said, are they still alive? And, of course, they were because they were on stage, but it kind of threw me off a little bit. Uh-huh. Yep. And, why can't I get just one kiss? So...
All right, so people just tuning in, comment. Well, okay, so there's many different ways you can do this. You can comment on one of our social media platforms. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. You can message the station on the app that you're listening on. You can also, if you're listening on k4coradio.com, go to contact us and fill out that right there with the most creative and best reason why you should get these tickets to Metallica, June 27th. I actually, believe it or not, have not seen Metallica.
You haven't?
But I have not. But I'm looking forward a little later on to going through these reasons why they should win these tickets. And, of course, it's easy this way because when you do comment, we know who you are on social media, whatever social media platform you're on, and we can message you back and say, hey, you've won. Mm-hmm. If you message the station through our K4CO Radio mobile app, we know, you have to put in your email address, so we can do that. You have to put in your email address and or phone number on k4coradio.com.
We're not going to guess where they live.
Exactly. I mean, if
I'm a good realtor. I'm not that good.
You are pretty good.
I can hunt people down.
You can. Comment, send us a message any way you can through social media, through our app, through our website as to why you deserve these Metallica tickets. And Dave says be as creative as you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
So let me ask you, what was your favorite concert that you've been to?
It's really hard for me to say my favorite because I used to work at Red Rocks. I used to work security at Red Rocks, but I did the best. I worked lot security, which was great because you park cars, then you just kind of walked around making sure everything's okay, everything's good. And then after the concert starts, of course, they kind of let people off. And only a handful of people take care of each lot, making sure stuff's not broken into or anything like that. But if you're released, then back in the day, you could just go in and watch the shows.
Right.
You could also get some tickets every once in a while. But I saw a lot of different bands. But I will say one band that I saw multiple times at Red Rocks was amazing. Their light shows were amazing. I definitely was not sober when I was watching them. I'll tell you that.
No.
Radiohead.
Really?
Radiohead put on an amazing show. And I saw them, I think, about 4 times at Red Rocks. And just absolutely awesome. What about you?
Well, so as far as Red Rocks goes, my favorite show that I've ever seen there was Robert Plant. So I'm back in 1990, and Black Crowes opened. And what made it really cool is I got to meet Robert Plant and some members of the Black Crowes in Boulder the night before. Mm-hmm. It was a random thing at the Walnut Brewery, and it was a cool experience.
Nice.
So, but that was a great show, great sound. Energy was through the roof for that. My favorite concert of all time, that's really tough, but probably Queensryche.
Queensryche.
Well,
you're a big 80s metal.
I'm an 80s metalhead guy.
You are.
And Iron Maiden is one of my favorite bands, and I've seen them probably 9-10 times, and they put on incredible shows. But like the one concert that really stood out was Queensryche Empire Tour. They played all of Mindcrime, and if all of that makes sense to you, then you're a metalhead too.
All of Mindcrime.
All of Mindcrime.
1990, you said?
1990.
Wow.
No, that was 91.
91.
Yep.
91. Heck yeah. And how long are you a native in Colorado?
No, I'm from the great state of Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Go Big Red, baby.
Oh man, Nebraska fans.
Yeah.
I'm just
you mean the nicest people on the planet?
Oh, absolutely the nicest people.
Yeah, as opposed to those other ones.
Exactly.
Ragging.
But you are a Broncos fan. You love Mile High. It's always going to be Mile High.
I love the Broncos. I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh my gosh! Did everybody hear that? He just whispered it. I'd like
you
to say that.
You didn't pick that up, did you?
Even our producer's just like, wait a second, what did he say?
My wife is a huge Broncos fan. How's that?
I like it.
There you go.
I like it. All right.
I'm going to go with that.
At least your wife is a huge Broncos fan.
I root for the Broncos until they're playing my team.
The Las Vegas,
Nevada Raiders.
Mm-hmm, exactly. They can't stay in the same place for too long.
No, they'll give it a week.
Yeah. They'll probably go back to someplace in California.
Jackson Hole Raiders.
Jackson Hole Raiders. I like it. They're black and gold. So, well, we got a few responses coming on in. So again, if you're just tuning in, message us. You can comment on one of our social medias. We're live on all of our social medias right now. If you're listening on the radio, you can message us through the K4CO Radio app. If you're listening on the K4CO Radio website, click contact us and tell us why you want to go to Metallica. Why you deserve to go to Metallica.
Why you deserve to go to Metallica.
Why you deserve to go to Metallica. Yeah. And Dave wants you to be as creative.
You can have want, you can have need, but deserve possible. Is what we're looking for.
Want, need, whatever it is. Because we got 2 tickets to Metallica. That's going to be June 27th at Mile High Stadium. And again, they're playing with Limp Bizkit.
And Ice Nine Kills.
And Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
I've never seen either of those bands live.
Neither have I.
That's really weird. But you've seen Metallica a few times. And the And Justice. So let's talk a little bit Metallica here.
Okay.
All right, I got one. I want to hear your favorite album. And try to say your favorite song. I know it's incredibly hard to say a favorite song. How about your favorite album and then your favorite song on that album? Does that work?
Wow.
I know, it is Metallica. I mean, they've been around.
They've been around
for a long time.
Yeah, longer than me.
I will
no,
say,
they haven't. I'm just kidding. I'm old.
You are old, but I'm as old too. So I'll tell you what. I'll start with mine. And Justice for All is my favorite album.
Is it really?
It really is.
Okay.
I loved it, and that's why I'm jealous that you went to the And Justice for All tour.
Yeah.
Dyer's Eve is probably one of my all-time favorites.
Really?
I love one. I love the entire album. Dyer's Eve, absolutely awesome. Just the drums in that and the energy in that song. So really, definitely one of my favorites. Now you.
Everybody of course loves Master of Puppets because that album was it was crazy. I mean, every single song was a hit.
Right.
But Kill 'Em All is probably my favorite album.
Ooh, good poll, yeah.
And probably the Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen.
Nice.
And it's a driver. I mean, it is absolutely just a nail driver. Mm-hmm. And it goes and goes and goes. And when you're done listening to it, you're out of breath. I'm like, right? Yeah, that's how it ought to be.
And you're a guitar player too, which is really cool.
You're more of a guitar player than I am.
Well, we're both guitar players. Right. How's that?
By the way, Josh let me borrow his guitar. So if someone lets you borrow their baby, they trust you.
I do trust you. I do trust you. My wonderful Fender Strat.
Yeah.
And you took great care of it. And one reason why you borrowed it is you were thinking about getting an electric guitar. So have you decided if you're going to get one?
I will. I just haven't yet. I play a lot of acoustic, getting back into playing guitar. I was in a few bands in college and that type of thing. See, you're learning things about me all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And there's a lot of things. There's some things that I know about you that I could even probably blackmail you for at some point.
You know what? Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. You're an open book.
I'm like more like a pamphlet.
Message us. We actually have quite a few coming in from our from K4CO Radio mobile app.
Make it creative.
And make it creative. 2 tickets, Metallica coming up very soon. June 27th, right there. I do want to get into the market a little bit now because you're the Simonson team. If you're not following Simonson team, definitely do, especially if you want to win the tickets.
That doesn't hurt you.
That doesn't hurt you, exactly. Simonson team, Remax. How is the Colorado market right now?
So I get asked that all the time. So how's the market? Mm-hmm. And the simple answer is we have one of the strongest markets in probably the United States. Okay. Our inventory has gone up significantly since the first of the year, and we're at about 40% increase over this time last year, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. However, we're still at about half of what a quote-unquote balanced market would be for the Denver area.
Right.
Interest rates are interest rates. We can't control them. And so what I've been telling people is if you're kind of on the fence about buying, do you love the home and does the payment work for you?
It's amazing too because even waiting for like a 0.5% What does that do? Drop your payment like $100 maybe?
Well, well, here's the thing. If you wait, let's say you waited a year and rates dropped a full point. Right. And I just went over this with a lender partner of mine. But if you waited a whole year and rates dropped a point, the problem is that over that time, the Colorado market on average goes up, 5.5% to 7.5%.
So that house is already going to be more expensive.
So it's going to be more expensive.
Right.
You've lost any benefit of that rate, and if rates go down, now you're in competition.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. If you're a buyer, look at what works for you, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Okay. I hate to say it, but the mainstream media fearmongers when it comes to real estate. They're like, oh, it's a bubble, it's this, that, the other thing.
Are you telling me that media is about fear?
I'm telling you that almost all media is about fear. It sells. When people say that there's a problem, then there's a problem.
Right.
Okay? But if you're looking at selling, there's a lot of inventory out there. But that means that if there's other homes on your block for sale, it might be the opportunity for someone that goes to see those to come see yours and maybe pick yours above theirs. Right. So it's not a bad thing. If you're looking to buy, you've got more options than you had before.
Right.
But if you like something, I guarantee someone else likes that exact same thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still remember many years ago, not even that long ago, but there was just bidding wars that were insane. I mean,
that was 20 and 21 and first part of 22.
Just nuts, just absolutely nuts. You'd put in an offer, and then, less than a day, even hours later, there'd be another one, and it just keep going back and forth and back and forth. It was crazy.
There were a couple of scenarios, Josh, where people would be buying a home for, I'm just going to throw a random number, like $500,000. Okay, and interest rates at that time were in the 2.75 to 3.5 kind of range. So you had this great interest rate. The problem is you'd pay $100,000 over asking price for the property.
Right.
Well, what benefit did you really gain at that point?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you're paying more. Your payment might be a little lower, but now you're waiting to rebuild your kind of equitable position. So making it a win-win scenario, whether you're buying or selling, is something we try to accomplish for everybody. And I've had clients for 5 to 7 years multiple times before we ever did anything because it wasn't right for them. And I have no problem telling people that. Do what's good for you when it's good for you.
Right.
So that's my real estate pitch.
I like it.
There we go. Yeah.
I like that
right
pitch.
there.
Exactly. Our producer Spino's just like, I like that pitch right there. Let's get back to a little bit of a rock, man.
All right.
You're a big 80s metal band. Your favorite show, you say, is Queensryche. Okay. Name some others here. I want to kind of get in your head as to
Judas Priest Turbo Lover Tour. I don't care what they say about Kiss because I've seen Kiss before. Judas Priest was the loudest band I've ever heard live.
Really?
By leaps and bounds. I can tell you, Rob Halford belting it out, KK Downing on guitar. It was outrageous, and it was that whole Turbo Lover album. So you had all of their classics before that, plus that entire album at that time.
Right.
Outrageous. I mean, it was beyond. What was your loudest concert?
Loudest concert. Gosh, that's pretty hard to do. Well, it had to be an indoor one.
Yeah, well, mine was indoor. Yeah,
they're always
like
ones. That's kind of hard. I don't remember a lot of my 20s. So
totally fair.
And I saw a lot back then.
For the record, I can relate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I will say I want to go back. Not even hard rock or metal or anything like that. And I want to bring this because he's going through a lot of issues right now. Neil Diamond. Have you ever seen him?
I have not.
Absolutely an amazing entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him at the old McNichols Arena.
Which, yeah,
it was right by Mile High Stadium that you see right now. But Metallica is one that I have never seen, and everybody out there. So since I'm a DJ, I can't win these tickets. I'm going to tell you all right now. So I think that would be fun. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Well, we got a winner.
Yeah, we got a winner. DJ for the morning show has won these Metallica tickets. Thanks for playing.
In a strange twist of fate.
Exactly. I love it.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Yeah. But, well, I can tell you, like, no one has ever gone to a Metallica concert and went like, eh.
I can see that.
Right.
I can see that. One of my favorite things.
Except Cliff Burton.
One of my favorite things to look at was, remember when Metallica played in the USSR in Russia?
Yep.
And the crowd there, just absolutely nuts. I still watch videos.
How many
of that.
people was that?
Oh my! I gotta look that up because that was a lot of people.
I mean, that was like Maiden in Rio kind of crowd.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, how many people were in the audience for Metallica?
And what were all their names? Vladimir.
Okay, in 1991, Metallica performed in Moscow at Tushino Airfield with an estimated crowd of 1.6 million people. This concert, part of the Monsters of Rock Festival, was the first open-air rock concert in Moscow and a symbol of democracy and freedom. Some sources suggest the crowd was closer to 1 million, but they basically say anywhere between 700,000 and 1.6 million. That's a huge difference right there.
No, it doesn't matter. That's
it
still
matter.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
insane.
let's take the low end. Iron Maiden's biggest concert was in Rio, 350,000.
That's their biggest concert in Rio, 350,000. All right, I did not know that. Wow.
I would have guessed it was a little higher than that, but I wouldn't have guessed
1.6 million.
Right.
Exactly.
Also known as the population of Rhode Island.
I like it. I like it. We have. Thank you very much, everybody, for your comments coming in. Absolutely love it. So, if you're listening on the radio station, if you're listening on the app, you can message us through the app. You just have to put in your email address. Message us why you should go.
Deserve
to go to Metallica. Dave here with the Simonson team, Remax, says, be as creative as possible. If you're listening on K4CORadio.com, click contact us, put in your information, and you can message that reason right there. If you're watching on all of our social media platforms, just throw it in the comments section. Yeah, wave.
I did.
Yeah, aw.
Give one of these.
There you go. And comment right there. And, it's getting to about 10 o'clock. Should we actually leave these comments open for a little bit?
I tell you what, let's leave it open let's leave it open and then leave them open till lunch.
Till lunch? Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
let's give people, because we're seeing a big old influx right now.
We are.
So let people have it till noon, and then a little later we can
go through them and kind of see.
We can go through and see who exactly is creative.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, who has the best reason?
Exactly. It's got to be. It's got to be. Like we said before, it can't be, I've never been before. It's got to be something more.
Exactly.
And Josh, I just want to let you know, I appreciate you and your crew letting me come in and do this. We always have a good time.
We do.
A lot of people don't know, but we talk off air a lot. And our conversations are all over.
All over the place.
Quit laughing, Sabino.
Yeah.
You're but you've been sworn to secrecy. Yeah. You're not allowed to share any of that info.
Yeah.
Hey.
But you can share his name. I have a special name for you. I have a special name for you. And
wait, no. First.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But what is my special name for you?
You just call me Josh.
What's the special name?
What
is it?
Why do I have to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
We'll explain why at another time, but right now, I just want this to sit in everybody's head.
We'll explain why at another time.
At another time, we're not going to bring it up today.
We're not going to bring it up today.
No, we're just. Oh. But what is it?
I wanted to bring it up today. Oh, man!
Come on.
Well, you've called me so many things over the years.
No, come on. See, that makes it sound a little awkward.
It does a little awkward. All right. What is it, Dave?
Go ahead.
You tell me what you call me. I'll tell you what I call you.
No, I know. So I am Pumpkin Garland.
Pumpkin Garland, everybody. And why?
I'll explain that later.
Okay, you will explain that later. And I need more coffee. I honestly, I'm gonna say right now, I don't know. What
you don't remember?
I don't remember. I'm even looking through my text messages right now.
What's your pet? First
Aussie.
pet?
Aussie.
Road?
Jameson. Aussie Jameson.
Aussie Jameson.
Okay, so.
But I got Pumpkin Garland.
You got Pumpkin Garland. All right. So.
It involves pets and streets.
Okay, yeah. Basically, it is a porn name.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off that party.
If you don't know your porn name, it is the name of the first pet that you remember.
That you remember having.
Followed by the first street.
That you remember living on.
Yep. So Aussie Jameson right here. We got Pumpkin Garland right here.
Yeah. And if anyone ever calls me that, I will act like I no habla inglés.
But I can keep calling you that.
Of course you can.
I'm definitely going to keep calling you that. Dave Simonson, a.k.a. Pumpkin Garland, here to give out 2 Metallica tickets.
2 Metallica tickets.
And I love how we brought that up because I had to because we're live.
Right.
You know, we don't do that. We don't do scripted here.
No.
We don't do pre-recordings here.
Simonson has a comment.
Oh.
What?
Okay. Wait a second.
What happened?
Miss Simonson has a comment.
Oh, Miss Simonson.
What'd she say?
She said, "Really?
Oh my goodness."
Really?
So
your wife didn't know your
no, we haven't held that conversation. Hi, Krista. Oh boy.
Krista.
Yeah, our conversations at the station go a little wonky on occasion.
On occasion. But you can't call him Pumpkin Garland. That's my special name.
Right. See,
for your man.
That's how you keep it from being weird.
I think we passed that.
So, yeah, be creative.
Be creative.
Tell us why you deserve it. We're going to leave it open till noon.
Till noon. Everybody.
Till
So, yeah, this video will be on all of our social medias. We'll accept Instagram. It's only live at that time.
Right.
Okay, so.
But we'll be able to see the comments on it.
Yep. And a lot of times if you're in the car, don't grab your phone and start texting, especially since you can get a ticket now.
Right.
So we're going to leave this open.
Use Apple Play like everybody else.
Exactly. We're going to leave this open until noon. Everybody.
Noon.
All right. And so comment why you deserve the tickets to Metallica. Right at noon.
We're going to cut it off, and then we're going to go through them and see what we got.
And we're going to get back at you, too. So if you message the station through our K4CO Radio mobile app or K4CORadio.com, you have to put in your email or your phone number. Either way, and we'll contact you that way. Social media, we have your profile already, so we can just message you there and say, hey, congratulations, you're going to Metallica.
Okay.
So,
by the way, for the record, Sabino Krista has not texted me yet.
she's just messaging the station.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We got another guy named Mark saying, "Poor Dave."
Does his last name start with an S?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
Hi,
does.
Mark. Yeah.
Hey, Marky.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Boo.
Hey, Boo.
Yeah, Mark is a good friend of mine, and yeah, I'll talk to you offline. I'll leave it there. I think you met him.
I might have. I've met so many people through you and through the chamber that you are very involved with.
Yep.
So
we're involved in the chamber. We're involved in our community, and we love to give back. But we find the more you give, the more you get, and we try to really embrace that. We want to be good with being kind of a conduit of good vibes.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, you are, and you really are.
My wife,
and your wife is just amazing.
Yeah. We actually bought her a hat that said "local celebrity."
She is.
Why not?
She is. Everybody knows her, and she knows everybody. It's funny. Every time I go to like a chamber event, she's like, "Josh, you need to know this person.
You need to meet this person." Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
She does that to me too, by the way. Hey, Dave, you need to meet so and so.
Right.
But yeah, we truly enjoy not only helping people, but connecting people when it comes to business, helping different businesses, kind of link together. helping. When people have questions about real estate, a lot of times no one ever wants to have those hard conversations.
Right.
And so we try to make it as comfortable as possible. Do you want to talk now? Would you like to, go grab a cup of coffee?
Even if it's just a talk.
Or throw me a text.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
hey, this property came up and, my wife and I were thinking about it. What can you tell me about it? Well, pull the information.
Right.
Does that answer your question? Is there anything else that you need?
Right.
Well, I've had some issues. Okay. Do you need a lender? Are you looking for, information on, how your title is held because you went through maybe a divorce or something, how everything can move forward for you?
Right.
We're here to help.
Right. Exactly. And you've been doing it for a long time. You're just a plethora of knowledge. I just
veritable cornucopia.
Ooh,
there
like
you go.
That. I like
word of the day.
Word of the day, everybody.
Everybody should own that calendar.
I need to buy one of those. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a word of the day calendar.
I had one, and I looked at it through January 12th, and then I threw it away.
Wow, man!
I know.
You must be really good at New Year's resolutions.
I am. Yeah, I start them every 2 months.
Nice. I like it. All right. Well, we've been sitting here with Dave Simonson of the Simonson team. Make sure to follow them and comment in the section. So we are live right now, but we are going to break off. Our producer's going to cut us off. But comment in the section until noon. It was going to end right now, but Dave wants it to go until noon, and I like it.
Give people a chance.
Especially if you're driving. You don't want to grab your phone and start, messaging the station right now. So,
yep. My phone's blowing up, by the way, with text from people I know.
All right. I like it. Well,
you don't want to know what they're saying.
Ooh, a little off-air thing. All right. I like it.
We're all friends, I promise.
All friends. Metallica, June 27th.
With special guests, Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills.
Message us through the K4CO Radio app. Message us through k4cradio.com and contact us. Or this video is going to be on our Facebook account, our Instagram account, our YouTube account. Message it as to why you deserve to go to Metallica show. And we got 2 tickets available presented by Dave Simonson of the Simonson Team Remax.
In conjunction with Josh and K4CO.
And K4CO.
Gotta give some love.
Yeah, thank you very much for letting us do this.
You and your crew are awesome. I love stopping in here. I love talking with you guys, and you do great work. You get the word out there, and you keep it fun. You keep it energetic, and your local band pick that you do over and over. All of that. It keeps it fresh on air. I like it. I like it because it's not just listening to the same 5 songs in a loop.
Exactly. No, it's definitely, it's a great station. The best compliment I've heard is it's great to just have on in the background because it's not the same songs over and over and over again.
Right.
And we have a lot of great Colorado
Well, you just turned me on to that, what was that band?
As We Rise.
Never heard them before.
Great band.
Loved what I heard.
Yep. We played the song Prisoner, so check that out. It's a really good high energy band.
Yeah.
And do want to say for everybody watching and listening, Vet Stock 2025 is going on this weekend, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's at Max Taps in Highlands Ranch. It is just east of University on County Line. Great benefit. It's benefits the Warrior Bonfire Program, which aims to improve the lives of Purple Heart recipients wounded in combat. So stop by. It's completely free. Have a beer. Listen to some great music. And what I like about what they do is they're having artists inside and outside.
Out front or out back?
Out front, I believe, and inside. And so when bands are changing, there's still music going on. So it's constant music.
That's awesome. I love that place. Yeah, Dave's the owner, and he's always been a big supporter of local and really tries to help any way he possibly can when it comes to community. Nice. So very, very, very happy about the event, and I'll be trying to swing by at some point also.
Awesome.
Might try to get there while you're doing your broadcast.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Then I can stand behind you. Blah, blah, blah.
And then I'll say hi and drop your name to the owner.
Yeah.
So
He'll
I
go,
haven't met him yet.
Dave.
So, Dave. Hey,
It's a great
Dave.
name, by the way. I don't know if you heard it or not.
I prefer Pumpkin, but Dave is pretty
Yeah,
good.
you know what? We're going to roll with Dave for right now. How's that?
Sounds good. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. Once again,
Happy Father's Day, by the way, this weekend.
Right. That's right. To all the daddies out there.
There you go.
That's right. I'm not a daddy, so
You got a
it's
dog?
Just a regular weekend.
You're a dog dad?
It's my parents' dog.
It doesn't matter. You're adopted.
It's
You might be adopted. The dog is.
My parents didn't tell me, but I am the only musician in the family.
Then you are
I
adopted.
might be adopted right there. So,
That's how you can tell.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy weekend. Join us at Vetstock and comment. Send us a message to K4CO Radio. Open all the way until noon today to win those.
Why you
Metallica
deserve
tickets.
to win those tickets.
That's right. Exactly. And we're really looking forward to whoever does win them. We're going to invite them into K4CO Radio with you.
Awesome.
And that way you get to meet them and everything like that.
Perfect,
and,
perfect.
Hand over those tickets. And
So, hey, I want to thank you again. Thanks for having me. And let's do this again.
Sounds good.
All right.
We definitely will. All right. Sabino, our producer, take us out. And everybody, we have a great day.